and gentlemen, welcome to the Visionary Code. This episode is specially for the class of 2020. I've brought someone who have done quite well to come and inspire you and share his matric journey. Our guest today is Kagiso, who managed to get 7 distinctions in LO, Xitsonga, English, Maths, Physics, Life Science and Geography. How are you, sir?
I'm good, thanks, and you?
I'm fine, yes. Can you please share with us your matric journey?
It's been quite a long time since I've done my matric. Yeah, it was 2017. It was a rough journey, but I enjoyed it. Yeah.
And you did quite well for your journey.
Yeah. It was unexpected, but then yeah.
Then can I ask, what inspired you to aim for such high results?
To be honest, I didn't plan to get 7 distinctions.
Yeah.
I was just working. I was like going into every exam with the hopes of getting like total. Yeah. So every exam I just knew that I had to do better than what I did last time. So every time I walk inside the exam room, I have that spirit of doing better than what I did last time. And at first it was for maths.
Yeah.
Then it was for physics. Then at some point I was just like, nah, I'm doing it for every subject. So that's how I ended up getting 7 distinctions for my matric year.
So don't you think it's important for the class of 2020 to aim high, to give it their best? They shouldn't aim for low.
Obviously you should be aiming high, because if you aim high, your chances of success are increased.
Yeah.
So if you plan on getting 100% on a paper, obviously you're gonna fall short around 80, 90.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you aim for 60, just know that even a 50 is coming. Yeah.
So I'm sure you would advise someone they shouldn't aim for what's this called? What's this thing? High school living. What's this thing called? Is this bachelor, diploma, and then what's this other one? Higher certificate.
Yeah,
So I'm sure it's important for every matriculant to aim for a bachelor's pass at least.
Listen, after matric,
Yeah.
you have to go somewhere.
True.
If you want to go to the best schools in the country or in the continent, you have to do better. Think about how many people are writing the same paper. How many people are going to get the same qualification, not qualification, but the same document, which is like the statement, matric statement. So you have to make sure that at least you are above, you are part of the 1%, so as to make sure that you get a place at the school where you want to go. And not only that, but to get a good bursary and also to study what you want to study. Yeah.
And can I ask, I said you aim for all those subjects was to get 100%, eh? Can I ask something? What was your highest mark in your statement?
96.
Yes, it's for which subject?
For physics. Physics was easy back then for me then.
Then maths?
I think 94.
94?
Yeah.
Yes, so you did great, man.
Thanks.
So what was your lowest mark then?
My lowest mark has to be the most challenging subject was home language, Xitsonga. Yeah, it was hard. It was hard. I came back with an 81.
But you still managed to ace it.
It wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. Back then, at the time, yeah.
And I love what you said. You said it's actually challenging to get into one of the best schools concerning your results because the competition is high out here.
It's always, you can't ignore. You can't ignore that a lot of us are going through this.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
So did you manage to, which university are you currently studying at now?
I'm at Wits.
So did you manage to get in the very same time when you finished matric, or you took a gap year?
I didn't take a gap year, I just went in. Yeah.
Then you studied there?
Yeah, I studied.
Okay, we'll come back to this thing of your university life. Let's continue about the matric journey then.
Okay.
Okay, ask you what inspired you to achieve the 7 distinctions, ne?
Yeah.
Okay, what sacrifices did you have to do in order to get such high results? What did you have to sacrifice?
I wouldn't even call it sacrifice, because that's how I've been. Like, I've always been that kid. After school, I just go home or go to the library. I've always been that way, so I don't feel like it's a sacrifice.
Yeah.
So I feel like I enjoyed every moment I spent studying, uh, being with people, my friends, doing questions and stuff, just back and forth, interaction with the teachers, with my friends, with everyone who was behind me, supporting me. Yeah, I didn't sacrifice anything.
So you were doing this out of love.
Absolutely.
Then for someone who's not used to this, to studying and like studying every weekend or every day when they get home, like what would you say to them?
Uh, Obviously, it didn't start that way.
Yeah.
There has to be some event that's going to change you. My words won't change you. Yeah. What I'm going to say, maybe it might inspire you for 1 second, then it's up to you to decide.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's up to you to decide whether you want it or not.
Yeah.
But then you know that if you sacrifice your time, that's what they call it, the time, you sacrifice your time, you spend a lot of time studying, you don't go to parties, you ignore a lot of things young people are doing. Obviously you're gonna get a chance to be better than them, in places where they are not good.
True.
So yeah, just believe in yourself, just believe in the journey, just enjoy the journey. Don't matter enough about the success, because the success comes like once in a while. The last success I had was like matric. Yeah, even now I haven't had like major success, but I'm still going because I love the journey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the journey.
And don't you think the journey is more important than the result? You have to enjoy the journey in order to achieve great results.
Absolutely.
Because you know what's the problem? You were talking, you said you and your friends, you used to meet up and do past papers and used to study together. Like, what is the importance of the circle that matrix should keep around this time?
Firstly, it's the mindset.
Yeah?
If you have people around you who believe that things are gonna be better, then those are the people you should keep around you. So with my friends back then, it was always about helping each other in subjects maybe I'm lacking and the other person is like more inclined. So the friends you should have, I think, should be smarter than you.
Yeah.
Yeah. If your friends are no, you think like they are no smarter than you, then you're gonna stay wherever you are. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where you're gonna stay. Unless you get friends who are doing better than you at some place, then you are on the right path.
And don't you think sometimes having friends, they can help you with your weaknesses? Your weakness can be your friend's strength. So it's important to keep friends that you share the same mentality. And you said the same thing, the mindset. And don't you think your mindset is the most important thing? Like before you even go to write that matric paper, you should have that mindset of achieving, of passing. Because you can't go into the exam room with the mentality of failing. Don't you think you should have even that kind of mindset?
Mindset is the foundation.
Yeah.
It's the foundation of success. Like without the proper mindset,
Yeah.
you can't develop a vision.
True.
Yeah.
So guys, yeah, it's important to get your mindset straight. Get that positive mindset towards your final exams and you'll get great results. And you know, times are changing now. How did you manage to keep your focus during the pandemic?
Yeah, nobody expected things were gonna turn out this way. 2020 is a rough year. A lot of things were disrupted through contact learning. So each and every one of us had to find a way to do things better, but differently this case. So my advice, like my strategy that worked back then, will not work for you right now.
Okay, and I can ask something. How do you usually deal with failure? And I'm sure there's a matriculant who didn't perform well during the prelims, or they are not happy with their marks for prelims. What advice would you give them?
The thing about matric is they give you a second chance.
Yeah.
Second chance is the final. prelim is like the first try. So you should take prelims very seriously. The marks you get there might be able to predict what you are going to get in your final exam. So if you didn't do well, it's not a train smash. You can still do better the next time around by identifying your weaknesses and your strengths, and you write them, and then the next time you go in for the exam, you already know where you are better, where you are lacking, so as to focus more on the things that you find difficult.
And this is powerful. Don't you think failure is the mother of success? Because that's where you learn a lot of things, what you didn't know back then. And don't you think for someone who failed their prelim, they had a big advantage because now they have more time to rectify their mistakes, to check their weaknesses, their strength. They can come back better. They can even get good marks.
Absolutely.
They shouldn't give up.
You shouldn't give up. Even for me, through high school, a lot of people don't understand is that I didn't get 7 distinctions until it was final. Yeah. So throughout, I wasn't getting distinctions. If I was getting distinctions, it was only like 1, 2.
So
Yeah, that's it. But then finally, it was like 7, and I was like surprised. I was shocked. Yeah, how come? Because just prelim, I think prelim, if it wasn't 3, it was maybe 2. So you don't see it as failure, but you see it as learning. Like now you know where to focus your energy to. So yeah.
So guys, use the prelim results as your preparation for your finals, and make sure that you give your finals your best. And can I ask something there? What strategy did you use after seeing your prelim results, like after getting those 3 distinctions? And what adjustment did you make to prepare for the finals?
Only question papers. Yeah, no textbook.
Okay.
Only question papers. I was answering question papers, timing myself, putting myself in exam condition. Yeah.
So I'm sure matric should get past papers that they can use and practice on.
Yeah.
Because the question papers is one of the best tools to use to prepare.
It's practice, not just any practice, perfect practice.
And don't you think they should get the most difficult papers, like the supplementary papers?
You get everything.
Yeah.
Everything. Even if it's a question paper from private school, you get it. I used to do that a lot. Like private school, I would search. Everything is on the internet. You just research a topic, then you find questions related to those ones. The more you solve problems, is the more you get confident on solving harder problems.
Yeah, true, man.
Yeah.
And I hope guys you are taking down notes there so that you can prepare for your finals. And can we jump into how was your first year experience?
Yeah, it was hard. It was hard because society had given me a golden star after passing matric. People expected that maybe going to actual science, I'm going to do my best. I was trying hard. I feel like I did my best, but then I didn't go through it. Unfortunately, I had to change the course. I was given the opportunity to repeat, but then I knew that I loved maths and I want to do something related to maths. So let me do something else. So I picked computer science and applied maths. Right now, it's what I'm doing, and yeah, I'm enjoying it.
And I think that's some of the experiences that many learners face when they leave high school and go into varsity. Like first year, sometimes it's hard. Not everyone does their best during the first year. Like sometimes people fail, sometimes people don't actually enjoy the course, like you said. Agricultural science was more focused on business, and you are more passionate about maths. But I think such mistakes are acceptable. Even if you can do that same mistake next year, it's okay. But as long as you're gonna learn from that mistake and do better now. And we're about to close this interview. What are the last few words you would have to say to our final matrix now? Or about to write their exams?
I know it's a difficult time. It's a different time. This COVID-19 had changed a lot of things, disrupted a lot of things. teaching experience has been compromised, the quality of education has been compromised, but then you still have a chance to.
And guys, I wish you all the best at your finals. I hope you do your best and give it your best. Whatever outcomes you get, it's not the end of the world. You can still do better. Even those who are not good at school, it doesn't mean that's the end of the world for you. There's actually something for you. Just search within and find out what's that one thing you want to do with your life. And all the best, guys. Thank you for watching. May you please continue to like, share and subscribe. And leave your comments below. And thank you for joining us, KG.
Thank you.
Sure.